Mr. Martinez.
Yes, Chairman, I make a motion to authorize a downtown development reimbursement agreement with Fieldberry LLC in an amount not to exceed $26,270 for improvements to the property located at 702 North Chaparral under the Streetscape and Safety Improvement Program, subject to City Council approval of the amended project and financing plan.
Do you have a second?
I'm sorry, Councilman, can we get you to read that motion again? I just want to make sure that the whole motion made it once we came back from exec session, because I'm not sure the camera followed us when we came back.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Can you read it again, please?
Yes. I make a motion to authorize a downtown development reimbursement agreement with Fieldberry LLC in an amount not to exceed $26,270 for improvements to the property located at 702 North Chaparral under the Streetscape and Safety Improvement Program, subject to City Council approval of the amended project and financing plan.
Moved, and we have a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Noes? Motion passes.
Thank you,
Need a second?
Chairman. I have a motion authorizing a downtown development reimbursement agreement with Water Street Limited in an amount not to exceed $23,280 for improvements to the property located at 1902 North Shoreline Boulevard under the new commercial tenant finish out program.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Any discussion? All those signify by saying aye. Aye. Any noes? Motion passes. And there is no other presentations. This meeting is adjourned. I like my meetings. I do, I like my meetings. I'll call this meeting to order. Ms. Huerta, will you please call roll?
Chairman Billy Lerma.
Here.
Board members Roland Barrera. Here. Barbara Canales.
Here.
Paulette Guajardo.
Present.
Gil Hernandez.
Here.
Michael Hunter.
Here.
Susan Hutchison. Okay, not here, absent. John Martinez.
Here.
Ben Molina is absent. Mike Pusley. James Sedgwick. Greg Smith is absent. Okay, we do have a quorum present to conduct the meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Huerta. Do we have any public comment at this time?
No public comment was received, sir, and no call-ins.
Thank you. Okay. We have no minutes, no financial report. We will move to item 3. Item 3 on the agenda item. Motion approving an amendment to the tax increment reinvestment zone, number 3, projects and financing plan to expand the streetscape and safety improvement program. We have a presentation on that. Ms. Mason, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Chairman, board members. Alyssa Badetta Mason, Executive Director, Downtown Management District. The item, if we may have it pulled up, it is the PDF that we provided. And while they're working on that, I will just describe the item. It is a request to modify our project plan to provide a slight clarification on our streetscape program. In order to expand the qualifying projects for the streetscape program to include patios and exterior improvements even on private property. So our streetscape program, as we initially conceived it, had very specific language regarding right-of-way and facade, and as our businesses have attempted to adapt to COVID, do more exterior improvements, they're finding more innovative ways to activate their spaces. But of course, through the last year, they're in difficult financial positions. So by making this amendment, we'll be able to assist them better and to pivot their businesses and activate more outdoor space, which will allow more patrons to come to the downtown and support their businesses. So we have 2 amendments here on the second page of this item, just explaining that the 7th Amendment modifies the streetscape and safety improvement program to extend eligibility to patio cafes as an exterior improvement. And then on page 7, it adds that language. So it adds exterior and patio improvements, including sidewalk and patio cafes. Happy to answer any questions.
Board, is there any questions? Mr. Pusley?
Alyssa, with regard to shade structures that may or may not be put up by businesses, are we going to look at some sort of uniformity of plan on how shade structures are done? Because I think it would just look odd if you had a different shade structure every, 20 feet as you walk down either Chaparral or Mesquite or wherever. So could you enlighten us on that a little bit?
By shade structures, are you referring to awnings? Okay. I believe we can definitely look at design guidelines regarding the use of awnings. Businesses do have to get permission from traffic engineering in order to put things in the right of way, so we have that entire permitting process that we have to go through. Currently, there aren't design standards for that. So if that's something that this board would like us to look into, we certainly can.
Yeah, it's probably something we should at least have in our, pocketbook in case those questions come up.
Sure.
I think the shade structures around, Furman Plaza, those look really nice because they're all the same. But if you had, ever so many feet of different shade awning, it might look a little weird.
We can certainly
maybe
research.
Not as aesthetically pleasing as you might want it.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, Mike, let me understand this. So you're saying basically let's try to go to the same design, the same color, the same, the only thing that would be different if they have their name on it? I mean, I'm trying to understand it.
I think we can do some research and
Okay.
figure out what other downtowns do in this regard. I think, if you have an entire street frontage, a different awning might help distinguish one storefront from another, but
Sure.
I'm sure there's a best practice for this. So
Okay.
we can certainly research it and report back to you
Yeah,
all.
I think, we just get some examples and whatnot, and that's completely out of my realm of, I'm lucky if my socks match in the morning, so
Right?
but I'm sure Alyssa and her team can come up with something appropriate.
No problem. I just wanted to make sure that's how I understood it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions, board, for Alyssa? downtown? Second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Noes? Motion passes. Okay, if I understand, Ms. Huerta, from here we'll go into executive session.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, the board will go into executive session on item 1 and 2 per Texas Government Code, section 551.071 and 551.087. We will return.